New cat with an old school feel. Only new artist with an old school deal. Taught the game by Steve Lobel. So we always win, don't receive no L's. New girls act like they know me so well, but I shows no love and be like, oh well. When my album drops, sure as hell gon' sell. Stack cash and laugh like LOL.
Yeah, man. Back in the zone, dude. What's going on?
Hey, you know, it's about that time. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
It's about that time. Hi, everybody. I'm Connie Bong.
Hey, hey.
Hey, what's going on, chick?
Hey, got a little news for you guys.
You get
Talk
waxed?
to me,
Got a little news.
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Thought you got waxed.
I gotta try that with some marijuana. Anyway, moving on to some news. Did you guys hear about the cops that ate some evidence?
Talk about the authorities, man.
The authorities
Can't
say
stand the pigs, man.
Yeah.
a neighbor smelled a bunch of weed out in the parking lot. They called the cops. Cops came by, knocked on the door. People welcomed them in, and
Oh, what a
They-
douche.
they seen all the weed, and they noticed a tray of brownies
Oh,
on the counter.
Brown is good.
good.
Good stuff. Nice
Cops,
Brown.
according to the report, devoured them.
Wow. The man took down the brownies.
They ate the evidence.
Oh, cool.
The cops ate the brownies, arrested the guys that had the weed. Then they went on their little cop computers talking about how high they were. And they had the munchies. So
Donuts for
they're-
everybody, huh?
That's where they say they were going to hit up after they, write up the report. And so they write up the report and they talk about all this weed, but they left out one important detail.
What they do, man.
They left out the brownies.
Oh, those guys are going for it.
Could you imagine that, eating the evidence? Well, while the guy that had the weed is facing a couple felonies, the cops are under investigation.
Dude, as they should be, man. Living lawless.
Speaking of authorities,
What's going on?
the Forest Paw Patrol, that's the people that live out in the forest and make sure that nobody's growing weed out there.
Yeah, Yogi Bear boys.
Haters.
Yeah,
Hey, boo boo.
they got busted.
Those dudes?
Yeah,
For what?
growing weed.
Oh, what a jerk off.
Miss Cynthia W., I'll just say her last initial, was supposed to be patrolling the forest and make sure no special plants pop up. And
Right.
another snitching ass neighbor called the police on her. And they say her punishment was she was evicted from her forest home.
Ugh,
Can't
I'll
be
never get to cannabis heaven doing that crap.
Internet sensation Antoine Dotson. You guys remember him? Hide your wife, hide
Oh,
the kids.
that guy?
Raping everybody, dude.
Well, he got sent back to jail. He violating his parole.
Yeah, those black guys always doing something.
Well, this time he was caught rolling down the street, music super loud,
I told you, those fucking 20-inch rims.
killing the, going above the noise ordinance, and I think it was Houston. Oh, I'm sorry.
If he's not playing no Willie Nelson, take his fucking ass to jail.
Apparently he wasn't playing Willie Nelson. They pulled him over, looked his name up, and found that he had some warrants for getting arrested for, marijuana possession. So shout out to Antoine Dawson.
Those black guys, get him off the streets.
He'll have fun in
Rams,
jail.
you know,
Oh my God,
Rams.
he was in Huntsville, Alabama. What kind of weed is out there?
Oh, I don't know. It's the brown, dirty kind. Get those guys off the streets.
Also, add a little segment to the Connie Bong reports. Weed's been around for a long time, so it has a bit of a history. And then weed history in 1970.
First year of Pizza Hut.
Is that right?
Dude.
This ties in Munchies Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
President Carter's oldest son was thrown out of the Navy
What?
with a bunch of his other classmates for smoking weed right there inside and on the campus of the Navy base. So he was 1970. The president's son was
Yeah, we
kicked
called
out
him
of Navy.
Cannabis Carter. He was a real down-to-earth dude, man. He brought pies for everyone.
Cannabis Carter. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real leader in the community, man.
Yeah.
Fighting to get those black guys off the streets with those rims. These guys are terrible.
Hey, that's it for the Connie Bong report. Now
Great feature.
blow that out. Don't forget, we got the joint of the week, DJ Always,
DJ Always.
Mary Jane,
He's not a black guy, huh?
Slick Rick.
Guy's great.
Connie,
He's white cannabis.
Connie, pass me that banana over there, please.
Dude.
All right, I just need a little bit of hit of that Mary Jane. And speaking of the 70s, we got a special treat for everybody, all those over 35. Even
Yeah.
the young generation, we got a special treat for you. This group, man, I remember when their album came out
These guys
And
are
the
fucking
movie.
hot.
and the movie. These guys,
Awesome, man.
I mean, they gave us such classics as Car Wash and I Want to Get Next to You.
These guys
and
put the sound in soundtrack, man. Cut it out.
this, I think, was one of the most successful soundtracks in soundtrack history.
I think so.
So please, everyone, give it up for the Rolls Royce
Review.
All right.
Stoked,
Yes.
man. I am stoked.
All right.
Let's do it.
Welcome.
Uh-oh, let's get his mic going.
Is that my?
I'm out of here, you guys. I need to go pack my bomb. That's some bullshit right there. God damn it. I don't even think them goddamn mics stretch that far. Call Richard's ass in here.
We're gonna get it to you in a minute. We just working out some technical difficulties right now.
All right. Another day in the neighborhood.
Well,
Would
we'll
you
start
be
by
mine? Would you be
we'll
mine?
start by interviewing you guys. Can you explain? Okay, we all grew up. Well, most of us grew up with Rolls Royce. Could you explain why now it's the Rolls Royce Review?
Okay, my name is LaQuint Duke Job. I'm a co-founder of the group. I'm the bass player, one of the writers, some of the producing that I didn't get my credits for. And it was my group and another member's group, Kenny Copeland. It was his group that we joined our bands together. We were first called TCU Band, and then we went on to play behind Edwin Starr as TCU Band and a few more Motown artists. And we met Norman Whitfield at the time. Norman Whitfield, Edwin Starr left for stranded in Japan. I called Norman Whitfield because he became a friend of mine, and he got us home. So when we got home, he started using us on sessions for the Temptations, Edwin Starr, of course, Yvonne Fair, The Undisputed Truth, Rare Earth, and groups of the Motown artists, you know. So we decided that we would like to cut our own album. So we changed the name from Total Concept to Rolls Royce. Before we had a girl in the group, we were Rose, R-O-S-E, Royce. And MCA Records came to Norman Whitfield and asked him if he would cut the Temptations for the soundtrack Car Wash. He said the only way that he would do it is if he can use his own group. And he was speaking of us. So they
Good
said,
choice.
we don't care who you use, just you produce the album. He said, fine. And that gave us our shot.
Okay, and now
As a group
that
of
was
Royce.
one of the biggest selling soundtracks,
3
right?
million seller was a single.
There's
Wow.
a single.
Out the door.
That's amazing.
3 million seller.
Man, the movie was classic. I
The
mean,
killer part
wow.
is the Car Wash is like 34 years old and it's still selling billions of records.
Wow.
Billions.
Yeah.
Great
Right.
news for all you
Praise
youngsters on our chat and watching us right now. Look up the Car Wash album, and if you haven't seen the movie is a pure classic.
Yeah,
so
it's
you
tight.
would want to see
It's
that.
tight.
And the Duke of Royce, where I picked you up at, was on the Unsung.
Yeah, I just did a Unsung earlier this year. And if you watch Unsung, then you have a pretty good history of who I am and what I'm about. And the new part of me, praise God, is because the Rolls Royce Review.
Right.
Okay,
What's
that's
your-
why it's the review. The review is because they're Rolls Royce, I'm Rolls Royce, but in order for us to do this, I have to use the review side.
Oh, good.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
It's like
What's your
Dennis
fa-
Edwards
It's
and
like the
Temptations.
Ohio players.
Exactly.
Like it's
you know.
it's
Well,
like,
what is your favorite song that you guys have done?
Ooh,
What's the most popular?
Car Wash.
Okay, so what are you gonna do for us today?
We're gonna do Car Wash.
All
for you today.
right.
All
The most
right, all
popular.
right. Well, let's give it up. You guys ready? Is everything cool? Everyone,
Okay.
please give
Yeah,
it
let me
up
get set up.
for
This one?
the
Okay,
Rolls
good.
Royce
Review.
review.
All right, thank you. 1, 2, I got this. You might not ever get rich. Ow! Well, let me tell you, it's better than digging a ditch. There ain't no telling who you might meet. A movie star, or maybe even a idiot working at the car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah. Come on, y'all, and sing it for me. Car wash. Sing it with Billy now. Car wash, yeah. Car wash. Working at the car wash, yeah. Come on, y'all, and sing it for me. Car wash. Sing it with Billy now. Car wash, yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Rolls Royce Review.
Funk is still in the house.
Man, that ain't no samples, you young punks. Just live.
Straight
Man.
All
Nice.
right. What's the next selection?
up.
One more.
Next to you.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Uh
classic.
oh.
Chat
Let's
room?
dim the lights.
Yeah,
This
that
is
was
always
one
the
of
last song at the club.
You
Can
know
we
what
dim the
I'm saying?
lights?
Last call for alcohol.
What's
And
that?
this song comes on.
What's that little spotlight thing we have?
Oh, we got it real dark in here
Someone
now.
might get pregnant.
Good. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of babies made on this song.
Claudia, get your hand on my pants.
Sitting here in this chair, waiting on you. Oh, baby, to see things my way. But not a word do you say. You won't even look my way. Yeah. And girl, I'm spending my dimes, wasting my time, talking till I'm black and blue. Can't you see? I wanna get next to you.
All right.
I got in on that little last part.
Yeah,
I'm in the Rolls Royce Review now.
Bring it on, folks.
That's what I'm
So,
talking about.
where can people find your music? Where can they see Rolls Royce Review?
Right now, I'm in rehearsals,
Mm-hmm.
and by the way, Danny Palmer on drums.
Danny
All
Palmer.
right.
Thank you out
got-
there in Radio Land.
We have Tracy Transvet. She's our background vocalist.
All right.
Hey,
Tracy.
Tracy.
I'm the
Multi-talented.
Duke of Royce. The rest of the band isn't here.
Oh, your last name is Royce?
No, my last name is Job. My name
Oh.
is LaQuint Duke Job.
Were you the original vocalist on I Want to
I'm-
Get Next to You?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
original bass player
Mm-hmm.
and original writer.
They didn't know you could sing, huh?
They didn't know I can do all that.
All right.
Well, they did, but they didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't care about
It
stardom.
was what, about 12 of y'all in
There
the
was
group?
9 of us.
9?
Yeah.
Back then.
Wow.
Back then,
Groups.
it was like a trend of groups being that size because we were self-contained. Like, when we were coming up, you had the Temptations, the Four Tops, and they would always say, give a hand to the band.
Mhm.
Right.
We was the band that say, we got a name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that name was Total Concept Unlimited. And when those singers that we used to play for back in the day, We'll say that on the little gig. Give a hand to the band. We said we got a name. So what we did was we formed together and said we're gonna sing, we're gonna play, we're gonna dance, we're gonna step and entertain just like the front line does.
All right.
And that was our theory, and that was our goal, and that's what we did, and that's what we're still doing.
Okay. Do you have a website or
Yes,
Twitter
you
page?
can. You can reach me at the Duke of Royce at yahoo.com. You can Facebook me. I don't know about the Twitter shot yet.
Is
but
it Duke of Royce on Facebook?
the Duke of Royce on Facebook? No, it's LaQuint Duke Job on Facebook.
Okay.
And there's another page that just came up Facebook, LaQuint Duke Job 91156.
Okay.
And how about you two?
And
How can we find you guys?
Dan Pal Music.
Okay.
DANPAL Music.
And
Okay.
Dan used to be with the Platters, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Wow.
All
Okay.
Yeah.
right. We
yahoo.com.
got royalty in the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, you gotta
Side
acknowledge
effect,
it.
Rolls Royce. I was originally one of the first members of the Rolls Royce as a standby drummer.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I branch off to in other groups, rather, such as Side Effect, Lamont Dozier, New Birth.
Okay.
Mandrill.
So you were a lead singer?
drummer.
Drummer.
Oh.
percussion,
Oh, you got all the
and
girls.
vocalist.
Yeah, the drummers get the
Yeah.
girls. My daddy was a drummer.
I used to.
He was a hoe.
I mean, 'cause
She said,
He can
check
relate.
this out, though. This guy Danny Palmer, myself, and Jimmy Goff, who's not here, our guitar player, we were in the first band that I ever put together. This is my first drummer I ever played with. It's Danny Palmer,
All right.
myself, and we had a band called The Little Incidents.
All right.
I used to
Sound
do-
like Speedy's group.
Okay.
Used to be
Duke
about
of-
this tall. And
Duke
this
of
guy's
Royce.
here, Yeah.
All
Now
right.
we do Wednesday nights at the Mavericks Flat, and I've been given the history about the Mavericks Flat. It was established in 1966, and it is the West Coast of pop. Could you tell us about nights being at the Mavericks Flat?
Man, I had great nights there. They had the Lakeside
Wow.
used to be called Ohio Lakeside Express.
See, I didn't know
They
that.
had long
They,
names
come from,
and
they
big
came
groups.
from Ohio, and their first place they played was Mavericks.
Okay.
First place I saw them was right there. They had another band that was called Platypus,
Hilarious.
and one of the lead vocalists is one of the guys who wrote that song "This Ring" for Shalimar.
Oh,
Wow.
okay, that was a jam.
See, this is history.
Mavericks Flat was the spot. You had Mavericks Flat, you had
Total
Total Experience,
Experience,
you had the
yeah.
Blueberry Hill,
Page 4.
Page 4. You had
Silver Fox.
What was the one
Flying
on
Fox.
Overhill in Stockton?
Oh,
The
La
Summit,
Louisiana.
The Summit.
Oh, the Summit.
Yeah, the Summit. Yeah.
That's a hotel
See,
now.
because La Louisiana used to be the
right.
20 grand.
Okay, keep it real.
Yeah. But Mavericks Flat, the Crenshaw Strip, man, that was on.
Do you keep up on pop culture and like all the new folks that are out now?
Yeah, I do. I listen to a lot of these
Who do you
cats,
think
man.
would win in a fight between Ray J and Fab?
Man, I have no idea. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to you, okay? Because I like I say, from the era I'm brought up in music, okay, and the way I was brought up by my parents, and the culture of people that I went to school with and stuff like that, we rather funk than switch, okay?
That's right.
You know, we still funking because it's on the one, and that's what we believe in, and that's who they biting off of.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's what West Coast hip hop was pretty much premised on, was funk music.
Exactly.
And so I definitely love the funk. I listen
I know
to a
that's
funk
right.
station on funkrepublic.com. They got a
Okay.
really good funk station
have
on
to
And
check
where
it
can
out.
they find you, Miss Lady? I know you get to
Tracy.
say anything yet,
Oh,
Tracy.
right. I'm listening to his. I'm the new kid. in
Watch
the-
your tone.
There it goes. Shots fired.
He gave me a rehearsal look today. I was like, oh, for real.
They don't say.
Right.
real?
You can find me on Facebook, Tracy Tresvant.
In
Relation
relation to
to
Ralph Tresvant. Go ahead.
Ooh, on live for real.
Yeah, you're
Is he?
live.
Is that your cousin?
Well,
There's a relation, yes.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like it went bad.
Dang, it's bad.
What happened? You know what? You're here. Reach Around Radio exclusive. What happened?
Huh?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
What happened? Tell me
Don't be
what.
so sensitive.
Oh,
Alright.
y'all wrong.
But this could be the best part of
Alright.
the interview. I want to hear this.
she ain't trying to hear it.
What happened? Did you marry someone?
There was a marriage, yes.
Yes.
And my beautiful daughter. And
Wait, was that your husband?
no?
Okay. Brother?
For marriage, nephew.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Where did it go?
But
back?
y'all can find me, just
Where did it
Go,
go?
yeah, where can we find
Where
you?
did it go? back?
Tracy Tresvant on Facebook.
Okay.
And I, just came out the closet singing more.
Oh.
So yeah.
Okay.
Hey, can I say this right quick?
You sure can. Duke of Royce.
Yeah, I would like to let you know that there's more members of the band that's not here, and I'd like to give a shout out to all the members of the Duke of Royce and the Rolls Royce Review Band. James Goff on guitar, Cherie Dunn on lead vocals, Quintero Mori on guitar,
Okay.
Tom Grant on keyboards, Dr. T, the Inspector the Sector,
Okay.
and
We
Danny
gotta-
Palmer on
we
drums,
gotta wrap.
and myself on the bass.
Like the 60s Wu-Tang.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you for coming by. We enjoyed
You guys are very welcome. Thanks for having
All
us.
the
No,
best.
thank you for coming.
Bless
Thank
all.
you.
Rolls Royce Review.
We have a caller. No? Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all good. We're going to take a quick break. It's Reach Around Radio on LATalkLive.com.